Welcome back to Underrated Movies. I'm your guy, I'm your man, Mr. Alton Henry. Today I'm going to talk to you of another underrated television show that is available on Netflix. And truthfully, I think it's one of the greatest shows I've ever seen. Limited series. And man, I'm just telling you, I just have, I love it. I love it. I thought it was so good. What did I say? So good. I had to show it to my dad, and we were just in so crazy. Today I'm recommending the show, Netflix show, Bodyguard, which stars Richard Madsen, Sophie Rundell. And if you don't know who Richard Madden is, he played Icarus, I think, in the Eternals. And it's a British television action political thriller, mostly on the drama, of a bodyguard, ex-military turned bodyguard, who is suffering from severe post traumatic stress, PTSD, who is assigned to protect this controversial political figure who I don't remember some of the context of what this politician is trying to do. I think it has something to do with veterans. Um, Things go kind of haywire where the bodyguard someone starts an affair with the with the politician, and things just go south from there. Like I'm telling you, this show, and this is the thing I've really noticed about with British television and just with their movies and stuff. They really try to go realistic, and I love it. I love how they try to really be as realistic as possible. I've seen some British uh television and movies. This one here had probably one of the most intense sequences, and I guess you could say they're action sequences, but they don't feel forced like a forced shootout scene or a forced just scenes that happen and that you would normally see in your typical like American action shows or movies. There's something here where it feels more subdued, but it builds up with suspense. And I have to say, this show is literally one of the most intense and suspenseful. I'm having that. Most suspenseful television shows that I've ever seen in my freaking life. My God, the first episode had a 23-minute introduction scene of, I gotta be careful how I'm saying this, of a potential explosion situation of this main character discovering something that is incredibly wrong, and then he ends up alerting the guards and the police on this train station. And when he finds out what's happening, it's like complete shock of what happens, and then everybody's holding ready to pull the trigger, and guns are just about to just go just pull, man. And the bodyguard tries to calm the situation as much as possible by not allowing anything just to go ballistic. Plus, the character's kids are on the train, and this sequence builds up and lasts for like almost a good half hour of the first episode, and it's just so intense. You're waiting for something to happen, and it gets to that moment where it just looks like it's about to happen, and they pull back, and then later they pull something else like you just don't expect. That's how incredible this writing is with this show. And I think the creator is also a ex I think he's also a war veteran who has, I think, so much knowledge about how it all works. I think the guy's name is Jed Mercero. Where I think, and I researched his work a little bit. He's done quite a few British television dramas, and I, for one, haven't seen his other work for the exception of this. And since this show's release, I loved it. Like that first opening had the best hook for any television show that I've ever seen. For any live action show or anything, I'm telling you right now, this opening scene is just phenomenal. And then there's quite a few other action scenes in there that are just suspenseful. You just don't know where it's going to go. And when he kind of starts forming this relationship, and also the guy is a divorcee, and there's reasons of the separation. You can tell that the bodyguard is suffering from just aggressive post-traumatic stress, and you see the guy is on the verge of collapsing, and you see how it's affecting his work, his personal life, and when he starts having this affair with this political figure, you can see where all of that kind of starts to crumble down, and the romance really gets into the it doesn't distract the show but from how intense it is as a thriller, as a political thriller. It never feels like it was a distraction. It's a part of the story, but there's something that more, I would say, there's something more sinister that lies heavily as the show progresses on, and it puts the bodyguard in a worse and worse situation where he becomes kind of like the number one suspect, where he's kind of like man on the run, and it just keeps going. You don't know where it's gonna go, and it doesn't let up. I wouldn't say this is a slow build, but it's not action heavy. But when the action does come, and it's somewhat kind of quick, besides that first episode, there's so much anxiety, there's so much paranoia. You just don't know what's gonna happen next, man. And this, I thought, had literally one of the, I like, man, I just can't sense like just a flaw out of this show. So if you're looking for a good thriller, man, you got to check this out. The show's like what, 6 years old now, and you know what? I'm actually cool that they're not going to do a second season. I mean, it's like a one-off. If they were to, it would be like an anthology. I can't really see them doing it. This show is perfect for the way it is. You have to go out, man. Like, you gotta check Bodyguard. If you have Netflix, if you don't have anything to watch, especially if you're looking for a good thriller, I highly recommend this show. Man, I love this show, man. Bodyguard, have you seen it? Comment below, let me know if you have seen it, and let me know what is your favorite underrated movie and television show. Yeah.